कारण की कुठल्याही प्रकारे जीवनाला घाबरू द्यायचं नाही आणि त्या पद्धतीने कार्य करत राहायचं. कारण की हे अलीकडचं जे युग आहे, ह्या विज्ञान युगामध्ये, धकाधकीच्या जीवनामध्ये बरेचसे लोक स्ट्रेस होतात, बऱ्याचशा लोकांवर ताणतणाव येतो. आता कशा प्रकारे काम करायचं, काय करायचं, याचं म्हणजे जर नियोजन नसलं, याचं जर प्लॅनिंग नसलं, हे जर हिंमत आपल्यामध्ये जर नसली, तर मात्र आपण योग्य पद्धतीने या कामाचं म्हणा, कुठल्याही व्यवसायाचं नियोजन करू शकत नाही. या महामारीमध्ये प्रत्येक संस्थेने म्हणा किंवा सरकारवर फार मोठी जबाबदारी होती की या महामारीच्या काळामध्ये कशा प्रकारे आपण व्यवस्थापन करायचं, राज्य कसं सुरळीत चालवायचं, कुठल्याच प्रकारची व्यवस्था विस्कळीत होऊ देता कामा नये. म्हणजे ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी पाहून शासनाने सुद्धा वेळोवेळी आपल्या कामाचं जे नियोजन आहे, शासनाचं प्रशासनाचं जे नियोजन आहे, ते सुद्धा त्यांनी हाताळलेलं आहे. आणि त्या सगळ्या नियोजनाला, व्यवस्थापनाला आपण सगळ्या राज्यातील लोकांनी सहकार्य केलं. त्यामुळेच आज त्या गेल्या 2 वर्षापासून जी काही महामारीची साथ सुरू आहे, ती महामारीची साथ आटोक्यामध्ये आणण्यासाठी प्रत्येकाने नियोजन केल्यामुळे ही महामारीची जी साथ आहे ती आपल्याला नियंत्रणामध्ये आणता आली आणि जीवन सुद्धा सुखरूप करता आलं. आणि म्हणूनच अशा प्रकारचं व्यवस्थापन कसं करायला पाहिजे, व्यवस्थापनामध्ये किंवा जीवन जगत असताना ज्या अडचणी येतात त्याच्यावर मात कशी करायला पाहिजे, कुठल्याही कठीण परिसंघाला आपण कुठल्याही प्रकारे घाबरता कामा नये, कुठलाही प्रसंग येऊ. कारण की जीवनामध्ये जीवन जगत असताना अनेक प्रकारचे प्रसंग येत असतात, अनेक प्रकारच्या अडीअडचणी येत असतात आणि त्या अडीअडचणीला घाबरून न जाता त्या अडीअडचणीचा सामना करावा, व्यवस्थितरित्या आपण सामना केला पाहिजे आणि कुठल्याही प्रकारे न घाबरता त्या दैनंदिन जीवनामध्ये ज्या काही अडचणी येतात, आपलं जीवन जगत असताना ज्या अडचणी येतात त्या अडचणीवर आपण योग्य रीतीने मात करावी. याच माध्यमातून आजच्या या वर्कशॉपचं, या कार्यशाळेचं म्हणा, वर्कशॉप म्हणा, कार्यशाळेचं आयोजन म्हणजे व्यक्तीने जीवनामध्ये कुठल्याही प्रसंगाला, आता अलीकडे आता महाविद्यालयाच्या माध्यमातून ज्या काही परीक्षा वगैरे घेतल्या जातात, त्या परीक्षेचं नियोजन, महाविद्यालय स्तरावर काही प्रमाणामध्ये परीक्षा आहे, त्याचं सुद्धा आपल्याला नियोजन करायचं, ते सुद्धा योग्य पद्धतीने आपण सगळे महाविद्यालय करत आहे. हे या महामारीमुळे जी काही संकट समोर आली आहे, त्या संकटावर कशा प्रकारे मात करायची, त्या संकटांना कशा प्रकारे सामोरं जायचं आणि कशा प्रकारे सुसह्य असं जीवन जगायचं, हे आपल्याला या मार्गदर्शनाच्या माध्यमातून डॉक्टर ज्योती पाटील मॅडम सविस्तर मार्गदर्शन करतीलच. तरी आजच्या या कार्यक्रमामध्ये, या लाईफ मॅनेजमेंटच्या कार्यक्रमामध्ये मला जे काही प्रास्ताविक करण्याची या आयोजकाच्या माध्यमातून, जे IQSC चे जे काही कोऑर्डिनेटर आहे, त्यांनी ही जी आमच्या महाविद्यालयाला जी संधी उपलब्ध करून दिली, त्याबद्दल यामधल्या सगळ्या आयोजकाचं, श्रद्धा मॅडम, सुजाता व्यास मॅडम, त्याचप्रमाणे
कोणाचे हरिदास लाडके,
या सगळ्यांचं मी पुनश्च एकदा अभिनंदन करतो, त्यांचं स्वागत करतो आणि आभार सुद्धा व्यक्त करतो आणि माझे या प्रास्ताविकाबद्दलचे 2 शब्द पूर्ण करतो.
Thank you, sir. What a wonderful experience to be here. We have a combination of English, Marathi, and Hindi. Actually, we are not only the teachers who are attending the program, non-teaching staff is also attending the program. So I hope that this will be beneficial for them also if we go in all the 3 languages. By the way, here I also think that deciding correct decisions and correct preferences obviously help us manage our life. And sir has obviously highlighted this point. Thank you, sir, so much. I would now request Dr. Kapil Singhal, sir, to introduce our resource person, Dr. Jyoti Patil, ma'am. So please.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, Upadhyay, ma'am. It's a pleasure to be here to introduce ma'am, Jyoti Patil, ma'am. Ma'am is presently the principal and head of the department at Renuka College, Besa, Nagpur. She has an honorary DLit. She has been conferred with honorary DLit by Inox International University with more than 30 years of teaching experience. Ma'am has around 10 literary books to her credit, right from the year 2008 to 2019. And she has authored about 10 books, and her scholarly chapters have appeared in 27 books. Ma'am was awarded the Best Teacher Award in 2009, and she has been awarded as Best Paper Presenter in national and international conferences 6 times. She has presented more than 75 papers in these conferences, and I think ma'am is perhaps the most suitable person in a fraternity to tell us about work efficiency and time management. So on behalf of the organizers, I invite ma'am for her presentation. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Kapil. I hope I am audible.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, very cozy, cloudy, and warm good afternoon to all virtually present over here. So happy to have you here. We are here to share some knowledge. First of all, I extend my profound gratitude to all the collaborating colleges for giving me an opportunity to interact with such an enthusiastic, learned, and elite gathering, because I can see some principals, some experts, some board of studies members also here with teaching and non-teaching staff. The conveners of this one-day program, Principal Dr. Shraddha Anil Kumar, my very good friend, Director VNGIASS, Dr. Sujata Vyas, who has gave really befitting introductory remarks, Principal Dr. Haridas Larke, who also made wonderful remarks in Marathi. So I'm really honored, sir. Thank you, because yes, Marathi, perhaps for non-teaching staff, I am going to address also, perhaps not in Marathi, but I will converse in Hindi, and I'll try my level best to switch over to these 2 languages. And the coordinators, IQAC coordinators, Dr. Kapil, Dr. Sujata, Dr. Pragyasa, the Toastmaster of today's program, Mr. Abdul Shamim, my colleague, and all my learned friends from teaching and non-teaching sections, and some of my friends, I can see Meenakshi Kulkarni also here, Dr. Sunil Naveen, Principal, Katol College. So many dignitaries are here. You see, February is the month of love. Dorothy Parker sings, "Love is in the air." And in the second month of the year, that means February, when everything looks so lovely and the sky is also clear. But I am getting disturbances. J. Krishnamurti has rightly said, please mute the people, those who are talking.
Just a
Yes,
minute,
please
madam.
mute
The
yourself.
host, please mute everybody else. The host, please mute
Borkar sir, please
everybody
mute
else.
yourself. Borkar sir, please mute yourself.
Yeah. Please.
What 5,000?
सर जो होस्ट है प्लीज वो सबको म्यूट कर दीजिए.
And as I told you how Dorothy Parker sings, even our very beloved poet John Keats also was so enamored of February that he wrote, "Let February come and a month so winsome, with a bucket of love and flowers, hearts will be ripened and love will blossom." But J. Krishnamurti also has rightly said, our philosopher, nothing but love can save mankind, because all human traits come out of the womb of love. It's very important that we should have this emotional connect amongst ourselves. With this few notes of introductory remark, I'd like to share my presentation so that we can begin as early as possible. Yes. Is it audible? Visible?
Yes,
My
madam.
slide is visible, sir? Yeah.
Yes, madam. Yes.
So this is the title slide. Sarve bhavantu sukhina, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani paschyantu, ma kaschit dukha bhagavet. Let everyone be happy. Let everyone be healthy. See good in everyone. Let nobody be ever unhappy. It's vision of profit, vision of society, vision of humanity, vision of life. Even Swami Vivekananda says the greatest, the highest, and the noblest contribution that a man can make for the society is a pure and spotless character. So integrity is very important. And when we talk of life management and work efficiency, I'll begin with life management. We should realize that our life's 1/3 time is wasted in sleep. Don't you realize this? And even if you brush your teeth for 1-2 minutes, that counts to 70-80 days in total. So in reality, we live nearly 20 to 25 years productively, isn't it? यदि हम लाइफ के 1/3 टाइम केवल सोने में बिताते हैं और ब्रश ही करते करते 70-80 दिन टोटल हमारे चले जाते हैं, लाइफ स्पेन यदि 75 इयर्स है तो 25 इयर्स हमारे ऐसे ही वेस्ट हो जाते हैं. जनरली हमारे जो प्रोडक्टिव इयर्स है वो 20 से 20 इयर्स रहते हैं. Today's working world poses many challenges to employees. So let us all be called employees. Okay, while some careers allow a relaxed relationship between work and private life, many others demand significant reductions in the area of leisure and family. So हम यदि करियर शुरू करते हैं तो we want a kind of a relaxed relationship. काम भी सही तरीके से हो और प्राइवेट लाइफ भी हम मजे से जिए. और हमारे में से बहुत सारे लोग हाफ वे तो क्रॉस कर चुके हैं and they have tried to balance, but let's see certain things we still keep learning. So here I'll come down to Hindi. लाइफ के ऊपर या जिंदगी के ऊपर बहुत सारे कविताएं और फिल्मी गाने भी लिखे गए हैं. So कुछ तो मैं यहाँ थोड़े गुनगुना भी सकती हूँ. जिंदगी के रंग कई रे, मैं जिंदगी का साथ निभाता चला गया, और जिंदगी कैसी है पहेली हाय, कभी ये रुलाए कभी ये हंसाए. So life, actually, life, many definitions are there. Life is like a riding bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Today's work culture revolves around the concept of balance to a great extent. Okay, balancing things. Times are hectic. समय तो हमारे को मरने के लिए भी नहीं है, हम तो इतना बिजी है. Humans are all, they are more engaged and they are so busy, and achieving a perfect life balance seems like a far-fetched dream. तो हम बैलेंस करना इतना मुश्किल है और शायद परफेक्ट वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस तो कभी हो ही नहीं सकता. चलिए एक इमेजिनरी बात करते हैं. कल्पना कीजिए एक बैंक अकाउंट है जिसमें रोज सुबह आपके लिए कोई 86,400 रुपए 86,400 रुपीज जमा करा देता है. लेकिन शर्त यह है कि इस अकाउंट का बैलेंस कैरी फॉरवर्ड नहीं होता, यानी दिन के अंत में बचे हुए पैसे आपके लिए अगले दिन उपलब्ध नहीं रहेंगे, और हर शाम इस अकाउंट में बचे हुए पैसे आपसे वापस ले लिए जाएंगे. ऐसे सिचुएशन में आप क्या करेंगे? जाहिर है आप एक एक पैसा निकालेंगे, है ना. हम सबके पास एक ऐसा ही बैंक है और इस बैंक का नाम है, आप सब जानते हैं, यस, समय, टाइम. हर सुबह समय हमको 86,400 86,400 सेकेंड्स देता है, और हर रात उन सारे बचे हुए सेकेंड्स जिनको आपने किसी बेहतरीन मकसद के लिए इस्तेमाल नहीं किया है हमसे छीन लेता है. हर सुबह आपके लिए एक नया अकाउंट खुलता है. अब निर्णय आपको करना है कि इस दिए सेकेंड्स का आप उपयोग करना चाहते हैं या फिर इसे गंवा देना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि एक बार खोने के बाद समय कभी वापस नहीं आता. This work-life balance sets out to achieve an ideal balance between a person's working life and private life. हम दो लाइफ को दो भागों में यदि बांटते हैं तो काम का जीवन और घर का हमारा पर्सनल जीवन. Okay, it is a concept in which the maximum happiness of an employee acts as fuel for productive and fulfilling work for which both employer and employee are responsible. तो यहाँ हम एम्प्लॉइज ही नहीं बल्कि एम्प्लॉयर भी दे आर ऑल्सो इंटरेस्टेड कि हमारे इस चीज में बैलेंस हो. किसमें? मैक्सिमम हैप्पीनेस. Employees maximum happiness. Why? Because they need more productivity. So the goal is not only to make employees more productive, but also happier and more balance. But how to achieve work-life balance? What is the work-life balance all about? Happy employees are ultimately more productive and motivated. That is the proven truth. If an institute either consciously or unconsciously destroys an employee's private life with too much overtime or an unnatural amount of pressure, means बहुत ज्यादा काम दे देना या फिर pressure देना या stress देना, it will inevitably result in dissatisfaction and stress, and that can then lead to health problems, decreased productivity, and alienation from the work. यदि हम टेंशन में रहेंगे, स्ट्रेस में रहेंगे, डिससेटिस्फाइड रहेंगे, तो नेचुरली हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम होंगे. और यदि हम छुट्टी लेते हैं तो एम्प्लॉयर को भी तो उतना ही नुकसान होता है कि उन दिनों हम आते नहीं काम करने. देन the result will be decreased productivity, काम कम होगा, और then there will be detachment from work, the alienation from work. मन से काम से मन उचट जाएगा, और जब काम से मन उचट जाएगा तो काम सही तरीके से नहीं होगा और नुकसान सभी का होगा और एम्प्लॉयर का शायद ज्यादा होगा. तो यहाँ एम्प्लॉयर भी इंटरेस्टेड है कि एम्प्लॉय का बैलेंस, वर्क लाइफ बैलेंस सही हो, स्मूथ हो. Let us go back and talk about the evolution. I'll talk about the from Homo erectus to Homo sapiens to Homo erectus. अब 1930 में first computer आ गया, the turning machine, 1936. Then internet came in 68-91. Microprocessor came in 1971. Then 76 you have Apple. Then PC came in 1981. Then 89-93 you have World Wide Web, and 84 Macintosh has also arrived. Smartphone was introduced in 2007, and now we are in the era of Internet of Things, IoT, Internet of Things, and that too with Industry 4.0. Okay, so the normal employee's work schedule now is not only confined to usual office hours. अभी केवल काम ऑफिस का ऑफिस में ही नहीं हो रहा है. Earlier, when most of us, actually most of the work was manual, employees left their work at work. काम को काम की जगह छोड़ के आ जाते थे जब मैनुअल वर्क था ज्यादातर. अब you know, हम अपने लैपटॉप पर और काम हम यहाँ घर बैठ कर भी कर सकते हैं, वर्क फ्रॉम होम, रिमोट वर्क. So they were able to relax and spend time, some quality time with their families. तो तब एम्प्लॉइज घर का काम घर में और ऑफिस का काम ऑफिस में करके रिलैक्स रहते थे. दे स्पेंड सम क्वालिटी टाइम विद देयर फैमिलीज. But with the IT revolution and now with 4.0 industrial revolution and the breakneck competition, okay, the entire work scenario has changed. Now that NEP 2020 wanted you to have that qualitative improvement, and then you have to have NAC also wants you to have this kind of a progress, and you have to keep on working. You have to stretch too much. So here the scenario is changed. Employees are now able to access their work irrespective of the place and time. अभी टाइम या प्लेस की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. आप कहीं भी, आप इवन आप फ्लाइट में भी है तभी भी आप काम कर सकते हैं विद योर लैपटॉप. ओके, एंड अचीविंग अ बैलेंस बिटवीन द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ ICT, okay, and working competencies, yeah, I can say teaching competencies, that has also become essential. तो ये बैलेंस भी जमाना बहुत जरूरी हो गया है कि ICT के साथ हमारे वर्किंग कैपेबिलिटीज कैसे बैलेंस होते हैं. So in this new scenario, the web has become a key factor that requires higher education teachers to have new emotional competencies. अब ये हमको फोकस करना है. पहले हम बात करते थे IQ की, okay, intelligent quotient की, but now we used to talk about EQ, that is emotional quotient. That is very important. Although affections, feelings, and emotions have been gaining relevance in society and scientific thought for more than a decade now, in the future we will be dealing with a sensory emotive web, that is Web 5.0. And more than ever before, there will be a deep need for teachers to use and promote intra and interpersonal emotional competencies. हमको अभी हमारी जो ये है इमोशनल क्राइसिस, internal crisis that we have to also balance, and then we have to deal with interpersonal, means other people's competencies. Let's understand it in a better way when I talk about web, web 1.0 to 5.0. With this advent of internet and www, and now from 1 to 5.0, the entire world is moving towards digitization. Even somebody is talking. Yeah, Web 1.0 started with desktop in 1990s. अभी आप देख सकते हैं स्क्रीन पे भी desktop जब Web 1.0 शुरू हुआ. Web 2.0 is the second stage of development of the internet, characterized specially by the change from static web pages to dynamic or user-generated content, and the growth of social media as well. Web 3.0 is the third generation of internet services for websites and applications that will focus on using a machine-based understanding of data to provide a data-driven and semantic web. Semantic means machine readable. The time is 2010 to 2015. Okay. Now Web 4.0 is purposive. Okay, or mobile web. It is an alternative version of Web 3.0, and it connects all devices in the real and virtual world in real time. Now, these days we are working on real time data. Whoever actually have the real deals with the real time data, they are most successful people. Okay, in any field. So we talk about virtual reality, artificial intelligence, augmented reality, mixed reality. So these are the things now we are now learning. We are inching ahead. Now Web 5.0. Now you see it is 2020, and they have opened door for Web 5.0. It is called symbiotic web. Symbiotic web is actually it is a metadata are organized with human and machines interaction. So it's not only machine understanding. Here, machine and human interaction should happen. That is symbiotic web. So this Web 5.0 will be about the emotional. Again, emotional comes interaction between humans and computers, and the interaction will become a daily habit for lot of people based on neurotechnology. मीन्स हमको यदि बहुत ठंडी लग रही है, एसी अपने आप चालू हो जाता है. ओके, गर्मी लग रही है हमको, गर्मी लग रही है तो एसी चालू हो जाता है, और ठंडी लग रही है हमको तो एसी हीटर में टर्न हो जाता है. सो केवल हम सोचते हैं या मन से हम ऑर्डर देते हैं, हम सोचते हैं हमको प्यास लग रही है तो रोबो पानी लेकर आए. This will happen. This is not really a distant dream, but it is happening. It will happen very soon. So there we have to adjust and see how we can think about work-life balance. So when we think of work-life balance, we think of family, career, health, money, vacation, business, friends, and workplace. If you are lucky, you will have no problem in any of these areas. And if you are less fortunate, you may have one or the other problems. आप लकी हैं तो इन सारी चीजों में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ, बहुत अच्छा लाइफ चल रही है, बहुत खुश हैं हम. Okay, but if you are less fortunate, then you have one or the other problems. But most of the people, 99% people come into that less fortunate group. And when we talk of balance, surely there is a link or connection among these areas. They are all interconnected. एक में फेल होने से धीरे धीरे फेलियर का परसेंटेज बढ़ के बाकी चीजों में भी मुश्किल होती है. ऑफिस में यदि आपकी डीलिंग अच्छी नहीं है या आप बहुत ज्यादा तकलीफ में है तो घर में भी आप सुखी नहीं रह सकते. Then you have to make choices. Okay, I'll just narrate one small story here, and I'll narrate the story in Hindi only. I hope Hindi will be understood by all who are presenting. If the people from South, they may face some problems. एक आदमी है, स्वामी जी के पास जाते हैं और बोलते हैं मेरे को स्वामी जी बड़ी तकलीफ है, इतने प्रॉब्लम्स हैं और प्रॉब्लम्स खत्म ही नहीं होते. एक को सॉल्व करता है, दूसरे हो जाते हैं, दूसरे को सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करता रहता हूँ तो तीसरा जो खत्म हो गया था प्रॉब्लम वो खड़ा हो जाता है. मैं क्या करूं, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. तो स्वामी जी ने उनको बोला कि आप रुक जाइए हमारे यहाँ, अभी और मेरे यहाँ 100 ऊंट है, आप ऐसा कीजिए, वो ऊंटों को रात को जो खड़े हैं उनको बिठा दीजिए और बैठे हैं उनको सुलाने की कोशिश कीजिए, और जब वो 100 ऊंट जब सो जाए आपके, तो आप भी खुद सो जाए और सवेरे आए मेरे पास। सो इन द मॉर्निंग ही केम सो जिटरी, और सवेरे वो आया, बोला स्वामी जी मैं तो रात भर सो ही नहीं पाया। क्यों नहीं सो पाया? तो क्योंकि रात भर मैं ऊंटों को केवल बिठाने की कोशिश करता रहता, बैठे थे वो उठ जाते थे, और कुछ खड़े थे तो वो बैठते ही नहीं थे, और कुछ सो गए थे वो उठ जाते थे, तो बहुत मुश्किल है, मैं रात भर यही करता रहा और किसी को नहीं। तब स्वामी जी ने कहा कि देखिए आपके प्रॉब्लम्स भी ऐसे ही हैं, बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स ऐसे होते हैं जो अपने आप सेटल समय के साथ खत्म हो जाते हैं, उन पर हमको ज्यादा स्ट्रेस देना, ज्यादा फोकस करने की जरूरत नहीं। और कुछ प्रॉब्लम अपने आप खत्म होते हैं, कुछ प्रॉब्लम कुछ टाइम के बाद, और कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स सामने रहते हैं जो आपको फेस करने होते हैं, पर उनको फेस करने का तरीका हमको बदलना पड़ेगा। ये सारी चीजें आपको सीखनी पड़ेगी। तो ये आज हम देखेंगे अपने प्रेजेंटेशन में आगे। Let us talk about what's the ideal weekday work-life balance. यदि हम percentage wise बात करते हैं, so here we have ideal percentage wise distribution of our weekdays, or you can say even the whole life you can have this kind of a distribution in percentage. So 33% to sleep, 33% to work, 8% to recreation, 6% to household chores, 6% to meal time, 10% to family and friends, and 4% for commuting. Commuting means travel करने में, सफर करने में और वर्क प्लेस में जाने के लिए. We may view work-life balance as the approach to maintain an equal number of hours between work and play. ऐसा तो नहीं है हम 8 घंटा काम में बिता रहे और 8 घंटा घर में बिता रहे, ये बहुत अच्छा बैलेंस है. It is not. It is not. It's about prioritizing what is important at the time. जरूरी ये है कि हमको किसको ज्यादा ये देनी है, ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंस देना है. अकॉर्डिंग टू हार्वर्ड बिजनेस स्कूल सर्वे, 94% of service professionals put in 50 plus hours a week. Now you can compare your working hours, my dear friends. Okay, 50 plus working hours per week. And while some people claim long hours are necessary, कुछ बोलते हैं कि काम की hours बहुत लंबे रहने चाहिए, बहुत काम करना चाहिए, तभी प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ेगी. बट स्टडी आफ्टर स्टडी शोज that when we lose our life work balance because of long hours of working, we get stressed. Everyone suffers the consequences. वो व्यक्ति नहीं केवल सफर करता, उसकी फैमिली, उसका ऑफिस, उसका इवन एम्प्लॉयर भी सफर करता है, क्योंकि वर्किंग जो प्रोडक्टिविटी है उसकी कम हो जाती है. So let's see one by one about these percentages. Okay. So when we talk of sleep, sleep is such a beautiful thing in life. You see, the best thing God has gifted us. Okay, we see relaxation, rest, and life's best hour. Okay, this is life's best hour. जिनको नींद आ जाती है ना, जिंदगी की तो आधी जंग वो जीत चुके होते हैं. But we also see sleep deprivation, sleep disorder, sleep apnea, sleeplessness. ये सारी चीजें हैं. नींद आने वाले के लोग भी बहुत कम है, पिल्स लेने पड़ते हैं, बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स रहते हैं, रात को नींद नहीं आती है. बट यस, दोज luckiest few, okay, those who have the sound sleep. See the child, how nicely he is sleeping. So we also need that kind of a sleep. You can experience sleep in your classroom when your lecture is monotonous. You can relax a bit in the restroom areas if you want to have a little bit kind of a siesta or little nap, okay, or you can enjoy tabletop sojourn while working or experiencing a nightmare under the workload. तो क्या आपको ऐसा बनना है, ऐसी नींद लेना है? Do we need this type of work sleep balance? Absolutely not. Here I'll share Japan's example. Okay, Japan is one of the most sleep deprived nation in the world. They hardly sleep for 5 to 6 hours because their working hours, though they say 8 hours, but 8 in the morning, if they have their work start, they will report at 6 in the morning compulsorily. And if their work ends at 5, they'll stay there till 9 at night. So they hardly have time to sleep. They used to work a lot. They are actually work, you say, kind of people, those who really love to work. So there is an example, they have a solution for it. The Japanese art of sleeping at work, enumery, which means present while sleeping. Do you remember that we, as in nursery or KGs, the children are told, put, yes, this is a head down period, head down and have some nap. So this kind of a solution they take for it, but I don't think it is really good for your health. Let's talk about work. During the work, do the assigned task with complete sincerity and responsibility, and then enjoying the personal time with family and friends only after leaving work. You see what some people do? ऑफिस में घर का काम और घर में ऑफिस का काम, जब ये ऐसा करने लगते हैं तो आप समझ लीजिए कि जिंदगी बड़ी मुश्किल है और तकलीफों का सामना आपको बहुत करना है. If you are doing your household work or making some phone calls from your work, and at your place at home you are doing some office job, okay, mixing both together can lead to a social and time imbalance. Work also includes, when we talk about work, वर्कहॉलिक्स, बहुत ज्यादा काम करना पसंद करते हैं. वर्क सिंड्रोम, काम करते करते ऑड आवर्स में काम करने वाले, शिफ्ट में उन काम करने वालों को प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं. हार्ड वर्किंग, पेंडिंग वर्क, स्मार्ट वर्क, बट देयर आर वरीज आल्सो व्हिच एक्चुअली डिस्टर्ब योर वर्क. You see, first of all, boss, then stress, tensions, but you have appreciation also, you have incentives also. So in this context, I also want to talk about multitasking. I know women are God gifted in doing multitasking. I remember in my school days, my lady teacher used to do knitting as efficiently as she could teach us or even beat us, because beating was permitted during that time. So let's talk another problem related to work, that is burnout. This is a new disease in today's stressful work schedule. You go to college with 100% energy, but harassment by seniors, bullied by the boss, arguments with colleagues, and mischiefs and tardiness of students gradually drain your energy from 75, 50, 25, and then tish. Machines have options to stop when they run out of fuel. हमारा है ऑप्शन, कार में यदि पेट्रोल नहीं तो बंद पड़ जाती है, but we humans don't have such options, and this is resulted into burnout. ये काम, ज्यादा काम करने से ये burnout की पोजीशन आ जाती है. A good solution is to do something for a while and resume again. तब इसका सोल्यूशन ये, जब आप कोई काम लगातार करते हैं और एक थकावट सी आ जाती है, तो जस्ट चेंज इट. स्वामी रामदेव बोलते हैं कार्यांतर ही विश्राम है. Means just change to your work. You see, we cannot live without doing any work. Only except while sleeping, we don't do anything. Otherwise, we keep on doing something, watching movies. So anything you can do, you can resume again, or otherwise you have a wonderful solution for your burnout. Just have a break, okay? Government employees, they know how to take breaks during their working hours. So that's another thing. Okay. Now, next is actually recreation. Recreation is something which is very important. It's a relaxing time, a refreshing time, changing moods, feeling fresh, enjoying stress-free time. This is the time. This is time for replenishing, recharging, rejuvenating your energies, and this is the new lease of life to work fresh. So this is very important that we should also pay attention, serious attention to this recreation. हमको off time भी लेना चाहिए, weekly लेना चाहिए या monthly लेना चाहिए, या कोई hobby हो उसको pursue करना चाहिए. Hobby you can pursue on a daily basis. That will definitely help you everything in life management. This is the best time perhaps you can do, so that you can be more productive when you come back to your work. When it comes to do household drudgery, घर का काम बड़ा challenging, household drudgery or chores, it is women's battlefield. लोगों का कहना है ज्यादातर ये औरतों का काम है, औरतें करेंगी घर का काम. No, not these days. Think about duty bound, henpeck husband, menial work, no joy. Reason for household tensions. You see, this is the basic reason for household tensions also. Even that skirmishes, problems, tensions between the spouses. Okay. And if you notice here, I have taken all men doing household work. Call me a feminist. But these days, it is true in cities, men work more at home than their counterparts. Okay, so working at home, it's a relaxing time also. If you work together, that is the wonderful thing in your life. So I request, I tell even all the spouses, men and women, work together, and you see, you will enjoy life as well. Togetherness is the best bliss also. Okay, which gives you a kind of a boost. Next is meal time. Meal time is actually again a family time. Relax, rejoice, and regain energy. But food must be delicious, delectable. Otherwise, this will cause a Mahabharat with serious repercussions. So this is a wonderful time again. Whenever you have food, don't be in tension, under tension. Otherwise, things will go differently, and you will fall ill with many diseases. Okay. Now the family time. So I have already talked a bit at length about it, but the 10% of it is devoted to it. Family time is the greatest stress buster. Your good hormones like endorphins, which is a pain reliever, oxytocin, serotonin, regulates your sleep and learning abilities also. Dopamine, feel good hormone. You feel so happy, you feel so relaxed. Okay, they are secreted when you are happy, relaxed, and helping someone. Mind it, you if you help someone, okay, and if you helping in other way, that will be you are getting that dopamine secretion in your body, and that will boost. You can boost these hormonal secretions by staying outdoors, laughing, helping the needy, and reduce secretion of bad hormones. Sukanta Dev should be muted. Sukanta Dev, he should be muted. Please, I request the please.
Host, please mute everybody else. I request
Sukanta
the
Dev,
host topic,
I can read. Yeah, Sukanta Dev is talking. Yeah. So I was talking about the bad hormones. So that it also reduces the. Please.
Kapil
Sukanta
sir,
Dev,
sir, please mute others.
because he's talking continuously. I'll do that then. Otherwise, if he's not doing, I have to do that because I'm unable to talk. Okay. Since he has kept quiet, request him to mute himself. When I talk about bad hormones like thyroid hormone or adrenal, stress hormone, cortisol, estrogen, they trigger depression and anxiety. Sometimes बिना कुछ किए भी हम कभी-कभी depression में anxiety पे चले जाते हैं because of these bad hormones. Thanks to these bad hormones, and that are actually generated due to your anger, restlessness, tensions, short temper, okay, hypertension, tension, stress. So we have to avoid this to have not to have these bad hormones secretion. But these good hormones are natural medicines to keep you fit and fine. And these good medicines, happy hormones I have written down here: dopamine, as serotonin, okay, endorphin, oxytocin. If you help secreting this, for that you have to just stay outdoor, laugh, help others, okay, enjoy life. That is there, and it will be secreted without any stress or tension. Okay, so to keep you fit and fine to face work life challenges, the good hormones are natural medicines. And it is true, if you treat your family like your friends and friends like your family, things will be great. यदि आप अपने घर के लोग फ्रेंड्स को फैमिली के समान और फैमिली को फ्रेंड्स के समान ट्रीट करते हैं, so it will be a wonderful thing. Family time actually is a sacred time. Laugh, play, sing, stretch to increase happiness in life, to keep yourself fit. And if you are fit, naturally productivity will increase. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Now I'm visible perhaps. Okay. You can't truly be considered successful in your business life if your home life is in shambles. घर में यदि तबाही है तो ऑफिस में आप कितने भी बड़े पोस्ट पे और कितने भी प्रमोशन मिले, you are not going to really enjoy it. Okay. Then the next is commuting time. There is some problem, I think. I'm facing some problem in changing the slides. Just a minute. Just bear with me. Yeah. The next is commuting. Okay. Commuting includes traffic jams, rushing to college, bumpy roads, tire puncture, time management, and also accidents. So in Japan, they utilize their commuting time for reading and learning new things that you can see. So, but we cannot do it because they do it. They travel by public transport, but we generally used to have our private transport. But commuting time also is very important when we have these kinds of problems of traffic jam, bumpy roads, or accidents, or tire puncture, other things. Now, life management includes stress management, time management, work management, anger management, and also task management. Sometimes we feel that God is not kind to us, as He is so blissful for my neighbor. Okay, sun gives him. हमेशा बोलते हैं ना, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. पड़ोसी के घर ज्यादा sun gives him more light and less to me. He gets more fresh air to breathe. But I get less, even more so when it rains. It gives more showers to on his house, less on me. क्या ऐसा होता है कि दूसरे के यहाँ ज्यादा दे रहे हैं, बरसात हो रही है और हमारे यहाँ कम हो रही है? कैसे, क्या ऐसा नहीं हो सकता? Of course not. Okay, we also say he has more time, but I have less time. Is it so? We all have 24 hours, but the difference is that how we manage our time, who manages the time more efficiently or more smartly, and more smartly. Let's talk about the smart thing, smart work, artwork or smart work versus donkey work. Abraham Lincoln is right when he says, give me 6 hours to chop a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. 6 घंटे यदि मिले हैं तो 4 घंटे मैं केवल कुल्हाड़ी को तेज करूंगा और 2 घंटे में झाड़ काट दूंगा. Okay, this is smart work. I believe in smart work, no donkey work. Okay, quality work in less time. Try to finish the allotted work in less time, quickly but efficiently. The basic difference between smart work and donkey work is strategy or planning. Okay, strategy or planning will definitely help you. Suppose you start from your place to reach a destination, and you start a Google map, and then you find that the shortest distance and convenient routes, there are no traffic congestion. Okay, but the other person just start traveling. Okay, just go and take any road, just like Bhed Bakri, and stuck in the traffic jam. So who is smarter here? The first one. Okay, so making strategy or planning should be this should be based upon reality and real life experience. This is very important. आप जो भी planning बना रहे हैं हवे में नहीं होगी. That should be real, based on real life experience. Okay, and understanding ground level situation. For example, यदि fire है, if you use properly, fire if used properly will be beneficial, but used recklessly it destroys everything. Okay, so then plan becomes foolproof. जब आप पूरी तरह उसको real life से ये करके understand करके situation को बनाते हैं, then it becomes foolproof. Next comes clarity. Clarity means you are not confused. If someone asks you, अरे ये क्या कर रहे हो? कर तो रहा हूँ, करूँ क्या? अरे ये मत करना, दूसरी चीज कर. So naturally, then if you are confused, it is really difficult that you will reach to any conclusion. So next comes confidence. Then confidence, full of energy. If a room is dark and if you are asked to move and reach somewhere, of course your confidence will be low because you don't know things. You will fumble. Okay, here it is difficult for you to reach. So the confidence level will be low. As Dhirubhai Ambani says, for those who dare to dream, there is whole world to win. And self-confidence is your greatest asset. Next is work effortlessly. Okay, if you work effortlessly, but differently, that will help you a lot. How? Here I'll tell you to watch. Just suppose you watch two dancers. One is dancing effortlessly, very smoothly, okay, finely. The other is dancing. He's also dancing well, but with lot much of efforts, making faces. Who will you enjoy to watch? Of course, who dances effortlessly. Next is do the work differently. Now, how you will do the work differently? हम हमेशा भेड़ चाल में जाते हैं, सब लोग कर रहे हैं ना, हम भी कर लेते हैं. Okay, we always have the fear of the unknown, क्योंकि हमको हमेशा जो नई चीज रहती है उससे डर लगता है. Here I will just recite Robert Frost's poem, The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverge in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So you can see the difference is made here. Okay, working smarter will definitely be preferable. Okay, so with that we'll move on, and now let us talk one by one about the other managements I just talked about under life management. Stress management. If I talk about stress management, okay, if we are living with high level of stress, you are putting your entire well-being at risk. Stress wreaks havoc on your emotional equilibrium, okay, as well as your physical health. So effective stress management helps you break the hold. Stress has actually on your life, so you can be happier, healthier, and more productive. Okay, when you break it, who will help you? What things can help you? You can manage it with exercise. Okay, with exercise daily, doing exercise daily, do some deep breathing, meditation. If you take a break from work, stressful work, don't involve in arguments. If you are involved in arguments, that also takes your energy, saps your energy, and give you stress. Pursue some hobbies. Okay, do something constructive and creative, and don't have high expectation. This is also very important. हम आसपास के लोगों से बहुत उम्मीदें लगा लेते हैं और फिर हमारी निराशा हो जाती है. Then stress also helps you to increase into it. Okay, and spend times with friends. Okay, or if you spend time with your friends, naturally that is the stress-free moment you can only enjoy without thinking of other things. For that, you can plan some personal time. Okay, plan some personal time to get out of this stressful situation. Sometimes discipline also helps. Discipline is also a stress buster. Okay, the Japanese, they are a very disciplined people in a way, and you see how they are standing in this row. Okay, keeping a distance, respectable distance. हम लोग ऐसा नहीं करते. हमको यदि बोला जाता है कि लाइन बनाइए तो we used to bump on each other. Okay, but this is being taught to them since their childhood. Okay, so during their childhood only children are actually taught these disciplines. So that's why they are not so much stressed people. Now, when I talk about time management, time is life. Time management is life management. First, time को हम kill करते हैं. सुबेरे से we just kill and kill time. Okay, but एक time ऐसा आता है that time kills you. Okay, जब करने का टाइम था तब कुछ किया नहीं और अब टाइम चला गया तो पछता रहे हैं. Okay, let that work be insignificant, but put your 100% whenever you are given any task. कोई भी एक काम हो चाहे छोटा सा छोटा, पर उसमें पूरा 100% देके हमको काम करना है. Set a target to finish it. Your body clock is the best clock if you set it right. Mind it, you are given that work because you are efficient enough to do that. कभी कभी हम ये कंप्लेंट करते हैं ना, हम ही को काम ज्यादा दे देते हैं, हम ही उनको दिखते हैं, क्या बाकी लोग तो करते नहीं है, उनको देते नहीं है. So mind it, because you are efficient enough, that's why you are given that work. Okay, don't crib always I get more work. Okay, other people enjoy free time and the boss is really very partial. Okay, but take it in a positive way. Accept the challenge. It will definitely increase your efficiency and expertise. Okay, it will be an added quality or skill no one can snatch away from you. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात है जिसको हमको ध्यान से सुनना चाहिए और ध्यान से इसको फॉलो करना चाहिए कि हमारी कोई भी काम जो हमको मिला होता है उसको टालने के बजाय यदि हम उसको करते हैं और चैलेंज के रूप में स्वीकार करते हैं, सो दैट विल बी एन एडेड एक्चुअली क्वालिटी इन अस. It will be an added skill to us and we become more efficient. Here I want you to listen to this beautiful voice. Okay, I hope it is audible.
First, please be a lifelong student. You know, when we are kids, we ask questions like, why is the sky blue? Why is the bird flying so high? But for some reason, as we get older, that curiosity goes away. And if we are happy with the knowledge we have, then we are actually going to atrophy. So please remain a lifelong student. Don't lose that curiosity. Second, whatever you do, throw yourself into it. Throw your head, heart, and hands into it. I look at my job not as a job. I look at it as a calling, as a passion. And I don't care about the hours. I don't care about the hardship. So whatever you do, please look upon it as a calling and a passion, not as a job, not as something temporary. The third and the most important one, please help others rise. Greatness comes not from a position, but from helping build the future. All of us in positions of power have an obligation to pull others up.
The fourth skill I'd say is consistency. It's important that leaders are consistent. You can change your mind, but change your mind against a consistent framework, because if you're not consistent, people are always second guessing what you're doing. So be consistent. And the last skill is your compass. Integrity is critical in this job. You can be competent, you can be courageous, have confidence, be a great communicator, be consistent. But if you don't have integrity, if that compass doesn't point true north.
Yes. Indrani, she is ex-CEO of PepsiCo. Now she got retired, listed Time Magazine's 100 most influential person. She just talked about it. I'll just give you the gist what she said. You have to fight to reach your dream and you have to sacrifice and work hard, okay, for it. If you have any dream, keep it in mind, 5 things in mind in your life. Be a lifelong learner, lifelong student. Don't lose curiosity to learn. Second, she says, whatever you do, throw your head, heart and hand into it. Means total डूब जाओ, जो भी काम कर रहे हो उसको पूरे मन लगा के तन्मयता से करो. Treat your work as calling or passion. Third, help others to rise. Pull them up. हमेशा दूसरों की मदद करो, दूसरों को आगे बढ़ने में मदद करो. उनको जैसा कि मैनेजमेंट में सिखाया जाता है कि जो सीढ़ियां आपको लगा के दे रहा है ऊपर चढ़ने के लिए, उसको किक ऑफ कर दो ताकि वो दूसरा आपके ऊंचाई तक चढ़ न पाए. ये बिल्कुल गलत है. ओके. फोर्थ, ऑलवेज बी कंसिस्टेंट इन योर अप्रोच. और हमेशा लगातार कोई भी काम कर रहे हैं उसको छोड़े नहीं, लगातार और कंटिन्यूअसली वो काम को करें. लास्ट, compass that should always point to north, your integrity and honesty. और आखिरी है, हमेशा अपने इंस्टीट्यूट के प्रति faithful, वफादार, okay, और trustworthy रहें. So that will definitely help you as well as your employee. But don't work for work's sake. Work with full commitment. Okay, सरकारी काम को सरकारी कर्मचारी सरकारी तरीके से न करे तो ज्यादा अच्छा है. Yes. Now next is anger management. Be honest when in trouble and simple when in wealth. Be polite when in authority and be silent when in anger. हमेशा honest तो रहना है जब भी कभी तकलीफें हैं. Simple, जब बहुत पैसा मिल गया तो घमंड बढ़ा जाता है. But be simple. Be polite when in power. Okay. And जब भी गुस्सा आता है, be silent. This is called the life management. When angry, count to 10 before you speak. If you're very, very angry, count 100. Okay, and there are various conflicts in life: intrapersonal, interpersonal, intragroup, intergroup, intra-organization, inter-organization. Handling conflicts, compromising, negotiating, finding a middle path will help to sort out these problems. So keep it in mind, the 3 E's I have already shared here: energy, enthusiasm, and empathy to follow. If you follow this, but try to delete these 3 C's: criticize, condemn, complain. इसमें हम बड़े expert हैं. Please try to shed it. Okay, criticize, condemn, and complain. And you can also add one hidden C: cribbing. Okay, always keep it in mind. When we cannot change the situation, try to change yourself. Okay, cause that is in your hands. क्योंकि सिचुएशन हमारे हाथ में नहीं है, पर हमको कैसे रिएक्ट करना है ये हमारे हाथ में है. So that will be the best anger management if you do that. And these things also will help. And it is a proven fact. People keep talking about meditation. यदि दिन में हम 3 से 5 मिनट भी meditation करते हैं, this will definitely help you, and it will have a very positive impact on your lifestyle, on your लाइफ मैनेजमेंट. रीडिंग स्क्रिप्चर, हमारे पूर्वज या फिर पुराने लोग पूजा पाठ करते हैं या कुछ पढ़ते हैं, धर्म ग्रंथ पढ़ते हैं. सो इफ यू डू दैट, स्ट्रेस बस्टर, दे आर द बेस्ट स्ट्रेस बस्टर. Okay, and exercise help you to manage your anger and stress. Exercise gives you a good feeling, great body, so beautiful body, smart body, better skin, beautiful look, boost of energy, and better mood, and ultimately happiness. तो आपको ब्यूटी के साथ हैप्पीनेस भी देती, तो why not go doing it if you are not doing. If you are doing, it is really good. It is, you must be reaping the benefit of it. But if you are not doing, please do it. And when I'm talking about happiness, happiness is the very basic core of all these things. So Sweden is officially switching to 6-hour working days. 6-hour working days, generally 8 hours रहते हैं. And Irish companies, they are also introducing a step further, a 4-day working week. Okay, the Irish premier, an Indian person. Okay, he is an Indian, Leo Varadkar, the Irish premier. Now he has he is vice premier, but he will again resume that office of prime minister in 2022 only, after 2022. So he seeks 4 DWI, 4-day week Ireland. Okay, and they are trying because they want best results for their companies. Okay, and in a country notorious for overwork, kaun si country hai? Japan. So Microsoft in Japan had a trial of radical ideas of working less. Working less doesn't mean that you are reducing your working. You are working to your full strength. And it is found that 4-day week and other reforms both boosted the sales and also cut the cost. So ज्यादा घंटे काम करने की बजाय कम घंटे काम करें, पर प्रोडक्टिव काम करें और मन लगाकर काम करें, तो ज्यादा अच्छा होगा. And this management will be really wonderful. But you see, India is ranked very poor in happiness quotient, and you have this work culture in India is mainly responsible for mental fatigue, headache, migraine. Okay, or you can see also here, out of 156 countries, India 2013 में 117 थी, now it's going down, and in 2019 the rank is 140 out of 156 countries. And these are the 5-10 countries, those who are happy faces. Okay, US is the 10th and China 86. Now why we are so fatigued? Because of the working conditions in India. We have tight deadlines, harassments, discrimination, traffickers, and peer pressure affect our life in many ways. So here even employees cannot help it out, cannot sort it out. We need employers also to come together to sort this problem. So now I will have some steps how to sort these problems. Let's learn some tips to utilize your time more efficiently. Okay, more productively and more positively. Sometimes we say we will start that work in the evening or tomorrow or Monday. Okay, हम लोग काम को एक सेट दे देते हैं कि उस दिन जैसे शादी होगी ना वो तारीख पे, वैसे काम भी उस तारीख पे शुरू होगा. Okay, Mark Twain says, eat the live frog first, and if you have too 2, eat the bigger one first. So eating live frog हमारे लिए जरा अजीब बात है. Brian Tracy came forward and he wrote a book, Eat That Frog. Okay, here he has written down 21 great ways of stop procrastinating. Procrastinating means stop to put off till another day. Okay, समय टालना is procrastinating. समय मत टालिए और टाइम को मत टालिए. Stop procrastinating. Just go and finish your assignment. That is important. Okay, so there are some tips I am going to share with you for how you will prioritize your work. So let's prioritize first. First, do the toughest work. When you complete it, the whole day, the stress of that challenge. हम क्या करते हैं, सबसे कम वाला काम होता है ना, इजी काम, वो पहले करते हैं. पर यदि आपके आगे सबसे जो कठिन काम है उसको पहले ले लीजिए. यदि वो खत्म हो जाता है ना, तो आपको स्ट्रेस नहीं होगा, आप इफिशिएंटली बाकी काम बहुत इजीली और कर पाएंगे और यू विल बी मोर कॉन्फिडेंट. ओके, और नेक्स्ट है डोंट डिसरिस्पेक्ट योर टाइम. कभी कभी हम अपने टाइम को खुद ही डिसरिस्पेक्ट करते हैं. व्हाट वी डू, वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन समथिंग. ओके, and if I start checking my mails in the midst of my lecture, okay, the concentration will evaporate. Okay, and sometimes you disrespect in the middle of your work. You start checking your WhatsApp, Instagram, or some social media, so focus is gone and your work is incomplete, and then you have the stress the whole night. You are under stress ki kaam nahi ho paya. Okay, so remove distraction from your routine. यदि काम कर रहे हैं तो तन्मयता से मन लगा के, जैसा कि इंदिरा नूई ने अभी कुछ क्षण पहले आपको बताया. Okay, the third tip is 80-20 rule, that is Pareto principle. What is it? This is highly useful not only for the time management but for your life management as well. हमारी जिंदगी में ज्यादातर 20% चीजें हमारी 80% चीजों को अफेक्ट करती हैं. ओके, जैसे आपके 20% रिलेटिव्स आपको 80% टाइम हेल्प करते हैं. आप 20% फ्रेंड्स के साथ ज्यादातर 80% समय बिताते हैं. ओके, और जब आप 20% कुछ प्रोडक्ट आप ये करते हैं, उससे आपको ज्यादा रेवेन्यू, 80% रेवेन्यू उससे आता है आपको. ओके, let us understand this Pareto principle. Enumerate your whole day's activities. यदि हमने पूरे दिन की एक्टिविटीज को नंबर किया, wake up, meditate, study, reading, eating, watching movies, serial, phone call, ये सारी चीजें हमको करनी. But sometimes we just keep on doing things. We get tired, but no obvious result is seen. So just apply this formula and choose only 20%. केवल हमने 2 ही शुरू के ले लिए, wake up on time and exercise. If you have the 20% habits, good habits, it will increase your 80% productivity. तो यदि आपने सवेरे टाइम पर उठ गए और एक्सरसाइज सही कर ली, the whole day. This is my personal experience also. So when I get up on time and do some regular exercise, the whole day I'm more productive, more energetic, more positive, and finish my work in less time with full efficiency. So this is smart work. Okay, that can be done. And the next is prioritize your work. Prioritizing is so many things are there lying. Okay, you have kept waiting for you to complete. That urgent and important. Urgent and important, you may have projects with deadline, exam, bills, okay, that you have to finish as early as possible. Then you have this quadrant system will tell you something not urgent, but it is important. Making notes, watching some important videos, doing exercises, important but not urgent. Okay, certain things are urgent but not important. कभी कभी कुछ चीजें आ जाती है जो बहुत जरूरी रहती है पर इतनी important रहती है, emails है, phone calls है, meetings है, and some others are neither important nor urgent. So in these 4 categories, you have to just prioritize your thing, and then only you can manage your life in a proper manner. If you don't prioritize your life, someone else manage. Okay, someone else will do it for you. Tip number 5. Ask any task require some replenishment. Okay, you can work at least for 52 minutes and take a break for 17 minutes. Means 1/3 time. यदि time 75 है तो 25 minutes आपको break जरूर लेना है, relax जरूर करना है. Customize it as per your requirement and work culture, and it will result into more productivity. So more productivity के लिए हमको break, मैंने पहले भी बता चुकी हूँ कि break बहुत जरूरी है. And the next is reduce the scope. This is very important and intriguing. Reduce the scope, but don't skip the task. हम क्या करते हैं, ये अभी काम के लिए टाइम बचा ही नहीं है, 1 घंटे का काम था, 15 ही मिनट बचे, हम नहीं करते. Okay, and when we do that, we generally don't do that, but reduce the scope, but don't skip the task. Do less, but at least do it. This is very important. You become more confident and stress free. और यहाँ पर मैंने एक स्क्रीन पे एक फोटो भी रखा है. When two birds were flying, they saw just that aeroplane fly by. Okay, they just talk. ये दोनों birds ने बात की कि अरे इतनी तेजी से उड़ने वाला ये कौन सी चिड़िया है. तो दूसरी चिड़िया ने कहा चिड़िया तो अपने जैसे ही है थोड़ी बहुत, पर एक बात विशेष है, उसकी पूंछ में आग लगी हुई. तो यही मैं आपसे कहूंगी कि ऐसा काम कीजिए कि पूंछ पर आग लगी रहना जरूरी है. सो यू हैव टू रन टू वर्क. ओके, सो पूंछ पे आग लगी रहना जरूरी है. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, हमेशा इंस्पिरेशनल चीजें करना है. टेक इंस्पिरेशन फ्रॉम पीपल. यहाँ मैंने 2 इंस्पिरेशनल आपको, रॉबर्ट कियोसाकी है, that is a Japanese American. He is known for his series of books Rich Dad Poor Dad. बहुत फेमस है, लोग पढ़ते हैं जो सक्सेसफुल होना चाहते हैं. यहाँ पर उन्होंने एक बात लिखी है, Remember your mind is your greatest asset. So be careful what you put into it. डस्टबिन नहीं है, उसमें कचरा मत भरो, अच्छी चीजें भरो. ओके, और वैसे ही हमारे एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम के भी बहुत अच्छी अच्छी बातें कह रहे हैं, और यहाँ बोल रहे हैं द बेस्ट ब्रेन्स ऑफ द नेशन मे बी फाउंड ऑन द लास्ट बेंचेस ऑफ द क्लासरूम. अपने आप को किसी से कम मत समझो, आप में भी वही पोटेंशियल है, शायद ज्यादा है जो फर्स्ट बेंचर्स हैं या टॉपर्स हैं. तो कभी भी हम अपने आप को, सो ऐसी छोटी मोटी चीजें जब हम पढ़ते रहते हैं तो वी गेट इंस्पायर्ड. दिस इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव अवर बेस्ट वर्क एफिशिएंसी एंड मैनेजिंग अवर लाइफ इंटेलिजेंटली. So this is a recap. Okay, do the toughest thing first, then remove distraction from your routine. Follow the Pareto rule. Okay, principle. Then do important metrics, means prioritize your work. Take a break. 17-minute break means 1/3 break. Reduce the scope, but don't leave the work. Do the task. Okay, and get inspired. यहाँ पर एक छोटा सा मैं आपको और उदाहरण दूंगी. ब्रायन डायसन का, who was working with Coca-Cola company for 35 years. He shared his life experience, and he said, how should be our balance sheet of life? He said that in life we are juggling with 5 balls. Okay, first is ball of work, second is ball of family, okay, third is ball of health, fourth is ball of friends, and fifth is ball of spirit. Okay, the first ball is made of rubber. ये रबर की बॉल है. ओके, इसको ऊपर करोगे ये बाउंस होगी और इट विल नॉट ऑफ कोर्स गेट्स ब्रोकन, इट विल बाउंस बैक. ओके, बट अदर बॉल्स आर मेड ऑफ ग्लास. इफ यू लूज देम, इनमें से किसी चीज को भी यदि आप लूज करते हैं, सो दे विल ब्रेक, इफ नॉट ब्रेक क्रैक, इफ नॉट क्रैक डी शेप, and if not they will never be the same again. So be careful, take care of all these 4 balls and with work, but these are to be given more preference. Okay, वर्क के लिए हमको इन 4 balls को फेंकना नहीं है, ये फूट जाती है. Okay, so then only you can have your balanced life. Don't live as a professional, just work as a professional, but live as a human being. So if time permits, I have one story to tell you in the coming slides. If you are there and enjoying or listening to me, from bad mood, how you can turn yourself into good mood. So I have a story time. If nobody disturbs or nobody is telling me the time is over, let's enjoy the story. Jay is actually a manager of a restaurant. He's always in a good mood. When someone would ask him how he was doing, he would always reply, if I were any better, I'd be twins. Means इतने मैं आज सबसे ज्यादा खुश हूँ, और इतना ज्यादा खुश हूँ कि मेरे से ज्यादा कोई खुश नहीं रह सकता. Jay was a natural motivator. If an employee was having a bad day, Jay was always there telling that employee how to look on the positive side of the situation. हमेशा हम negative sides की तरफ देखते हैं चीजों के, पर उसकी positive sides बाद में दिखती हैं हमको. Okay, seeing this style really made me curious. So one day I went up to Jay and asked him, I don't get it. No one can be positive person all the time. Okay, how do you do that? Jay replied, each morning I wake up and say to myself, हर सवेरे मैं उठता हूँ और अपने आप से बोलता हूँ, I have 2 choices today. I can choose to be in a good mood, or I can choose to be in a bad mood. I always choose to be in a good mood. And each time something bad happens, I can choose to be a victim or I can choose to learn from it. और कभी बुरी चीज होती है तो मैं ये मान लेता हूं कि मैं विक्टिम बनूं या फिर मैं कुछ चीज सबक सीखूं उससे. तो I always choose to learn from it. This is important. This is the attitude we should have. But it is not always so easy. I protested. मैंने बोला इतना easy तो नहीं है ये सारी चीजें. Yes, it is. Jay said, life is all about choices. Okay, when you cut away all the junks, every situation is a choice. You choose how to react to situations. You choose how people will affect your mood. You choose to be in good mood or bad mood. It is your choice how you live your life. हम अपने आप को खुद ही दुखी कर लेते हैं. लोग नहीं दुखी करते. हम लोगों के रिएक्शन पे रिएक्शन देना हमारा काम रहता है. Okay, so something happened with him. Several years later, I heard that Jay was robbed by 3 armed men. They wanted money. While Jay was trying to open the safe box, the robbers panicked and shot him. उनको डर लगा कि ये कुछ कर रहा है, तो they shot him. Luckily, Jay was found quickly and rushed to the hospital. After 18 hours of surgery and weeks of intensive care, Jay was released from hospital with fragments of bullets still in his body. Bullets अभी भी उसकी body में थी और वो recover हो रहा था hospital में. I saw Jay 6 months after the accident. When I asked him how he was, he replied, "If I were any better, I'd be twins." वो तभी भी उसने वही आंसर दिया, मैं तो अभी खुशी के सबसे 7वें आसमान में हूँ. I asked him what had gone through his mind as the robbery took place. क्या हो गया जब वो रॉबर्स आए थे और तुमको बंदूक मार दी थी, गोली मार दी थी? Jay replied, "After they shot me, as I lay on the floor, I remembered that I have 2 choices. Either I could choose to live or I could choose to die. And I chose to live." Okay, weren't you scared? मैंने पूछा कि तुमको डर नहीं लगा? तुमने ये कैसे चॉइस कर लिया कि तुम जिंदा ही रहने वाले हो? Then Jay told, the paramedics were great. They kept telling me I was going to be fine. जो उठाने के लिए मुझे आए थे स्ट्रेचर पे, वो बोलते रहे यार तुम अच्छे हो जाओगे. So they were encouraging me. But when they wheeled me into the emergency room, I saw the expressions on the faces of the doctors and nurses. I got really scared. In their eyes, I read, he is a dead man. उनकी आंखों में मैंने पढ़ लिया कि ये तो मरने वाला व्यक्ति है, इसको बचाया नहीं जा सकता. I knew I needed to take action. So what did I do? I asked. तब उसने बोला कि मुझे फिर कुछ करना था. आप क्या करने वाले थे? Then he said, there was a big nurse shouting questions at me. और एक नर्स थी जोर जोर से चिल्ला के मुझसे पूछ रही थी. She asked me if I was allergic to anything. यदि कुछ आपको बॉडी में कोई इंजेक्शंस लगाने हैं तो they asked कि एलर्जी तो नहीं है आपको उस चीज से. I said yes, बहुत जोर से. I replied. The doctors and nurses stopped working, and as they waited for my reply, I took a deep breath and inhaled. Bullets. मैंने बोला मुझे एलर्जी है बुलेट से, जल्दी निकालो बॉडी से. Over their laughter, I told them, I am choosing to live, my dear friends. Please save me, save my life. Please operate on me as if I am alive, not dead. Jay lived thanks to the skills of the doctors, but also because of his amazing attitude. And this I learned from him, that every day you have a choice to either enjoy your life or to hate it. The only thing that is truly yours is that no one can control or take from you is your own attitude. So if you can take care of that, everything in life becomes much easier. So now you have 2 choices to make. You can follow this message or you can just ignore it. Hope you will choose the second this time. Okay. And what is there? Embrace the present. जो प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन है उसको हमको एम्ब्रेस करना सीखना पड़ेगा. लाइफ इज द नाउ. हैप्पीनेस इज अ जर्नी, नॉट अ डेस्टिनेशन. Stop spending so much time chasing life's big pleasures while neglecting the little pleasures. Please never ever forget the gift of family and also the importance of gifts in life. Giving gifts to others. Life doesn't always give you what you ask for, but it always gives you what you need or deserve. Or if time permits, I have a small video to show. Whereas some of my friends, those who used to attend my videos, must have seen it. But please tell me, should I share this? Otherwise, I have done with my presentation. Should I share this video with you, please?
Yeah, ma'am.
Any
you can
response?
share. Yeah.
बड़ा है मेरा खुदा बड़ा है मेरा खुदा बड़ा है.
Yes, this is the end of my presentation. Balanced life formula: work hard, play hard, pray hard, and party hard. Okay, so with that I conclude. Thank you. So should I stop sharing?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
त्याचं पूर्ण फोटो
त्याची काही गरज नाही.
कम्प्युटर डिलीट मारला मोबाईल कम्प्युटरच्या मुलाला.
Yes. Over to you, Dr. Kapil.
Yes.
Over to you.
Madam Upadhyay.
Okay, so madam,
should I
please
take
take over.
Yes. I'm really overwhelmed with such a wonderful presentation by Jyoti Patil ma'am. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes,
Am I
absolutely.
audible, ma'am?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. See, I was sure it will be like this. I said happy learning experience, and it was really a very happy learning experience, and really overwhelmed with such an informative, interesting, very smooth, music included, a whole lot of stories included. It is really a wonderful experience, ma'am. You started with how we are changing from a time or the old times, the past period, and now we are moving to the web 5.0, and then what challenges we all will be, the teachers, the educational, and everyone, all the employees will be facing in this period of 5.0. And then as you moved on, you discussed about how family, career, spirituality, love, community, and last but not the least, the most prominent one, in fact, our physical, social, and mental health all need to be balanced. Ma'am has came up with stress boosters. Some of those she has some noted few. I have a whole page filled with. I have taken a whole lot of notes and screenshots. It was such a wonderful presentation. So energy boosters like sleep, prioritizing work in life, and multitasking, workout, exercise, meditation, resume work, changing schedules, and karyantar, what ma'am said, and taking breaks, creation, creativity, pursuing hobbies, and spending a whole lot of family time. How an employee can go for anger management and time management, and he can actually manage his work and become a smart worker rather than the donkey worker. Thank you, ma'am, for such a wonderful experience. Here we'll move on. Patil ma'am, thanks from my side.
Yeah.
Personal thanks, in fact. I would now request. Excuse me. I would now request Dr. Shraddha Anil Kumar, Principal, Dayanand Arya Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Jaripatka, Nagpur, to present the presidential speech. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Pradnya Madam. Good evening to all. This is indeed a happy and a proud occasion for all of us at Vashantrao Naik Government Institute of Arts and Social Science, Nagpur, Renuka College, Nagpur, Dayanand Arya Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Nagpur, and late Rajendra Singh alias Baba Vyas Arts and Commerce College, Kondhali. We have come together for a series of lectures for the benefit of both the teaching and non-teaching staff. Today, faculty members from other colleges to have joined us for this very important and enriching session on life management. I think that so many people just go through life wanting and dreaming about management. I think that so many people just go through life, but their potential and what they want out of life, but haven't pursued this dream and desires because they don't know how. The idea to make your life more successful and easier to manage require you to think of the ways to use the time available to its best use. Take control of your life and learn to plan the time you have effectively. Have a clear focus on the end results and plan your life accordingly. The ultimate aim is to help us develop our own skill, desires, and understanding of a situation so you are able to live a fuller and more organized life. Today, we have listened. It's a wonderful session presented by my dear friend, Dr. Jyoti Patil Madam, who has really a very good example of a time management, sincere, hard worker, and 100% doing his work. मैडम आप बहुत ही अच्छा एक एग्जाम्पल है इन सब चीजों का और आपने जो इतने सुंदर तरीके से हर चीज एक्सप्लेन की है इट इज अमेजिंग मैडम इट इज ऑलवेज वंडरफुल टू लिसन यूर and you are excellent, motivational, encouraging, interesting, and enlightening the session. Really, it's so motivational and most inspirational to all of us. I think so many people were benefited with this. Madam, you have explained. First of all, you have started with Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashyati Dukha Bhavante. यहीं से आपका जो लेक्चर शुरू हुआ मैडम, it is really inspired me as well as I think everybody is inspired with this your session. Madam, you have given the example of a Japanese. It is the most sleep deprived nation. They are very stressed out, mixing work and home life. Leads to imbalance, multitasking women do it very efficiently. One should take time off, take regular breaks, develop a hobby. Even though you have explained, madam, life management, stress management, time management, work management, anger management, task management. You also explain about the burnout position, commuting, smart worker, and not do as a donkey work. Again, you have explained so many things, strategies based on the reality, real life experiences, clarity, confidence, work effortlessly. So many things. Really, madam, today your lecture is so wonderful. And how to manage the time, how to manage the life. It is if you manage your time, definitely we can manage our life. तो ये और मैडम आपने कई ऐसे एग्जाम्पल्स भी बताए गीतों के माध्यम से और वो जो लास्ट में आपने जो वीडियो बताया था वो भी बहुत सुंदर था कि किस तरह से कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती है, वो किस तरह से वो अपनी मम्मी के पास बराबर पहुंच गया था. मैडम मेरे पास अभी वर्ड्स नहीं है आपके लिए बोलने के लिए कि आपने ये जो आज का जो प्रेजेंटेशन था आपका वंडरफुल वंडरफुल वंडरफुल, बहुत सुंदर प्रेजेंटेशन था. और सच में मैडम मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि एक बार और होना चाहिए ये प्रेजेंटेशन और थोड़े उसके जो पॉइंट ऑफ व्यूज है वो भी थोड़े और भी अलग अलग होने चाहिए. तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि लोगों को इसका बहुत ही बेनिफिट होगा क्योंकि नाउअडेज एवरी पीपल इज सो बिजी और उनको अपने स्ट्रेस को मैनेज करते नहीं आ रहा है. सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है. तो इस तरह के अगर हम टाइम टू टाइम लेक्चर्स हम अपने टीचिंग नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ को लेते रहेंगे तो इट विल बेनिफिशियल टू देम। बहुत ही किसी ज्ञानी पंडित ने कहा था कि अगर हम जीवन में कुछ हासिल करना चाहते हैं, कुछ बनना चाहते हैं, तो आपके लिए ये बहुत जरूरी है कि आप समय की कीमत को समझें और उसको बहुत अच्छे से मैनेज करें। तो आज मैडम आपके इस लेक्चर के माध्यम से मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत से लोग अपने टाइम को मैनेज करने में सफल हो जाएंगे। तो इस लेक्चर के माध्यम से जो आपने हम सबको प्रेरित किया है, भविष्य में भी हम आपसे पुनः एक बार इस तरह का सुंदर सा लेक्चर सुनना चाहेंगे मैडम। और थैंक्स टू ऑल, really it is very wonderful presentation and I will thanks to all for having made this session successful. Thank you so much.
Yes, pardon me for interrupting, and I also wish to extend my thanks. I am a product of Dayanand Arya Kanya Mahavidyalaya only, and so many
Yes,
of
madam.
my colleagues are sitting over there.
Yes.
And it is because of your inspiration also, because you were my starting point. Foundation was good, and because of that, perhaps I have achieved that. And if at all I have given you any message, and if you have learned some lessons through it, naturally we are all learned and we know so many things. There are many people sitting, those who may be knowing more and more experience than me, not year wise but experience wise, work wise. But it is just a give and take, sharing the experiences, so that matters. So with that, I'm really Shraddha madam is a very good friend of mine. Chakravarti madam was used to be my colleague, so I'm so happy to be amongst you. I hope we will all have together and work together to achieve the quality what NAC requires and NEP 2020 has in its kitty. Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for explaining and in fact summarizing all the whole lecture into such a simple words. And we had a journey once again back to the whole lecture. And in fact, we'll be having together, we'll be organizing, I hope, a whole lot of other lectures which will be beneficial to all the teaching fraternity. It's my pleasure to welcome now Dr. Sujata Chakravarti ma'am, who will be presenting the vote of thanks. Ma'am, would you please? It's over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Pragyasa madam. Good evening, everyone. We have finally come to the last leg of the session, that of proposing the formal vote of thanks. At the outset, I would like to thank the principals of the 4 collaborating colleges for having thought of holding such wonderful sessions for the benefit of their staff members. Dr. Shraddha Nilkumar, Principal, Dayanand Arya Kanya Mahavidyalaya, Dr. Sujata Vyas, Director, Vasantrao Naik Institute of Arts and Social Sciences, Dr. Jyoti Patil, Principal, Renuka College, Dr. Haridas Ladke, Principal, late Rajendra Singh alias Baba Vyas College of Arts and Commerce, Kondhali, have been supportive and encouraging of such endeavors. They have always provided a conducive environment for such initiatives. Today's was the second of this series of lectures. Dr. Jyoti Patil's talk on work efficiency and life management was a treat for the participants. Madam has covered all aspects of the topic. She showed how effective time management is the effective use of your time that allows you to plan your days in such a way that you finish your work with less effort and make the most of the limited time you've got. The importance and objectives of time management are clear in the benefits of effective time management. Knowing how to manage your time properly is important as it brings a number of great benefits to your work routine and life overall. It helps you achieve what you want and faster. It helps you get more done but in less time. Thank you, madam, for an excellent session. And yes, like you said, I'm also proud to have been your colleague and to have worked under you as when you were the head of the Department of English at the Anand College. I would take this opportunity to thank the IQAC coordinators of the 4 colleges, Dr. Patil Singhel, IQAC coordinator of Morris College, Mr. Abdul Shamim, IQAC coordinator, Renuka College, Dr. Pragyasa Upadhyay, and IQAC coordinator of Dr. Prakash Upadhyay is Architecture Coordinator of Rajendra Singh LAS Baba Vyas College of Arts and Commerce, Kondali, for their wonderful coordination and teamwork in the organization of these sessions. Not only the coordinators, but all the members of IQAC pitch in with required help whenever and wherever needed. Dr. Kapil Singhel deserves special mention for having played a pivotal role in the organization of these sessions. Last but not the least, we need to thank the people who ensured the smooth functioning of the session. And the credit goes to Dr. Avinash Talmale of the Department of Geography and Dr. Ashish Shende of the Department of History, Modest College, for the hassle-free experience of the session. I also thank all the teaching faculty and non-teaching staff who have been with us in large numbers, encouraging us to hold more such sessions. Thank you everyone for joining in. With these words, I declare the session open.